Did you know Sepang is the youngest state of Selangor Darul Ihsan that opened on 1st January 1975? Hello and a very good morning. I wish to our lecturer, Dr. Kong Lai Kuan. My name is Muhamad Azamuddin bin Aziz, leader of this group. In this video, our group will present about transport evolution in Sepang from 1975 until 2021. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce our group member. The first presenter is Muhammad Nuril Irsyadi. Second is me, Muhammad Azamuddin. Third is Muhammad Aamir Saif. Fourth is Nurul Amirah. Fifth is Muhammad Safwan. And the last presenter is Muhammad Afiq. And we are from BA 1114H.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Irsyadi Muhammad Nizar. Today I want to tell you about how was the transportation on Sepang before. Before that, I will tell you how the city when it first opened. Of course, it's not a city we are looking right now. It's the same in Sepang. In 1975, this district was only used an agriculture area of oil palm plantations. So, we can imagine at that time most of the roads were small and muddy. According to this circumstance, transport during this period was limited. Most people use physical energy as a source of energy to move the transport. At that time, some of them were cycling and only walking to get to their destination. The people who are little capable can buy a bicycle. So, how they bring out the oil palm from plantation? They use a bicycle and some of them use wheelbarrows to sell the oil palm fruits to company who process the oil palm. In 1974, after Petroleum Nasional Berhad, commonly known as Petronas, was established, the corporation started vested oil and gas resources in Asia, including in Sepang. On 3 July 1981, after the first flagship Petronas store successful opened in Taman Tun Dr. Ismail, Kuala Lumpur, Sepang was also not left behind this revolution. They started to open at districts Alat Tinggi and Dengkil. Thus, they took the opportunity to increase the use of buses that can provide convenience to people going to work. It's not just a bus, the oil palm plantation company also took an opportunity to take a transport to easily and bring out oil palm fruit in abundance to get more sales. In that time, the oil palm plantation are very busy within and out of lorries from oil palm plantation. Beginning from 1985, more people started using cars when Proton established and released the first Proton Saga. Because at this time the roads are small and still not used through areas, this evolution cannot be supported by Sepang. So they need more evolution to that area to be a good transport system. In 1995, after the Malaysian government announced the establishment of the first international airport, KLIA, in 1993, roads in Sepang started to develop. The Malaysian Public Works Department built a highway that used high quality material which is tar. For example, Elite Expressway and KLIA Expressway that were completed in 1996 and 1997. Because of the developments, the main transport system during that time were car, motorcycle, bus, lorry and bicycle. So from this, we can see how the transport system in Sepang was before. It also shows the development of transport system from 1975 to 1998. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Azamuddin bin Aziz, and together with me is Muhammad Aamir Saif bin Karamjit Singh will explain about Sepang transport from 1999 until 2021. After KLIA was opened in 1998, Sepang transport system have developed massively. The main transport system in Sepang after 1998 are cars, buses, motorcycles, lorry, cargo truck, trains and airplanes. The first thing that we can see after 1998 is the establishment of Kuala Lumpur International Airport itself. KLIA was opened on 27 June 1998, while KLIA 2 was opened on 9 May 2014. Before KLIA, there were no airport in Sepang, which means that no airline transport in Sepang until 1998. Establishment of KLIA has introduced a new unit of carriage, which airplane in Sepang. Airplane used to carry passengers for travel purpose, import and export of goods and products such as mass cargo. The second thing that we can see is the Sepang's road used tar and wider. After KLIA was opened in 1998, more roads and highways were built by using tar and wider. As an example, SKV Highway that opened in 2010. These roads made from the better quality of tar that more durable for the current transport because it can accommodate more transport with more weight such as lorry and bus and also the cargo truck.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Saif and I am going to talk about three transportation in Sepang. The first transportation is cargo trucks. Cargo trucks are very common in Sepang area after Kuala Lumpur International Airport KLIA was opened. Cargo truck often carry goods that is shipped from overseas or locally to their destinations. It is the best way to transport a huge amount of goods from one place to another. Next, for public transport in Sepang, buses are often seen on the road carrying passengers to its designated location. Taxis are rarely sighted now due to its main competition Grab. Grab is a vehicle for hire type but is a private vehicle instead of a company like taxi. Last but not least, the train transport system. Both the Skypark connection to Subang Airport and the KLIA Express line runs by Express Rail Link ERL to KLIA. The KLIA Express runs non-stop between KL Central and KLIA, stopping at none of the station along the way. With a top speed of 160 km per hour, the ride takes just 28 minutes. During peak hours, 15 minutes interval are used, and during off-peak hours, 20 minutes interval are used. The tracks for the KLIA Transit and KLIA Express line are the same. KLIA Transit, which is also run by ERL, stops at all stations between KL Central and KLIA, offering commuter rail service as well as a rail connection from the city centre to the airport. The ERL line are the only rail link between Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya at the moment. Skypark connection, KLIA Transit and KLIA Express all have a same terminus at KL Central Station, enabling passengers to use the rail line to travel between the airports. The ERL system uses standard gauge train while the KTM commuter system uses bitter gauge tracks.
Hi, I'm Nurul Amirah binti Zainal Abidin and I will explain about roles of transport in Sepang. Firstly, it creates employment opportunities and generate income. As a proof, we can see that many people in Sepang spend their free time doing online services such as Foodpanda, GrabFood, Bungkusit, GrabCar, and Uber since 2012. They are free to perform the service whenever they want. And as we know, GrabFood's delivery can be as high as RM5 for restaurant less than 8 km, while GrabCar charge RM1 per kilometer if the destination between 13 and 25 km and RM2 per kilometer if the destination more than 25 km. As a result, in 2021, anyone who owns a car or motorcycle may register as a rider for either of these applications. If compared to 1970, there are lack of job opportunities because only valid bus or taxi owners are permitted to generate side income for their vehicles. Following that, their car or motorcycle is simply left at home, unable to assist in generation of additional profits. Moreover, reduced travelling time. Existence of KLIA Express and KLIA Transit in the area has saved a lot of passengers' time. KLIA Express is a direct airport rail service that runs from KLIA to KL Central, and KLIA Transit, on the other hand, is a commuter rail service that runs between KLIA and KL Central and includes 3 additional stops, which is Saleh Tinggi, Putrajaya, Saif Berjaya, as well as Bandar Tasik Selatan. KLIA Transit takes around 35 minutes to get from KLIA to KL Central, while KLIA Transit takes about 40 minutes. If you drive to Kuala Lumpur with your own vehicle in the old days, about 1998, before the presence of KLIA Express and KLIA Transit, the travel time is around 1 hour. Furthermore, accessibility and social interaction. We are free to go everywhere with the help of aircraft service available today compared to 1975, which would only go somewhere because there is no transportation and technology as great as it is today. Among the airlines available in Malaysia are Malaysia Airlines Berhad MAS, AirAsia Airline, and Malindo Air. MAS is said to fly more than 50 destinations around the world, including Asia, Oceania, and Europe, while the AirAsia Group operates scheduled domestic and international flights to more than 165 destinations across 25 countries. Next, Malindo Air is a Malaysian premium airline headquartered in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. The name Malindo is derived from the names of 2 countries, which is Malaysia and Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Safwan Syafiq. Now, I'm going to talk about the transportation problems or issues back then and the problems faced currently. The Sepang district is best known as the host site of the world-famous Sepang International Circuit (SIC), as the site of the prestigious Formula 1 car race and as the location site of the Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA). However, there are a few of the transportation problems or issues back then and the problems faced currently. There are two types of the transportation problems or issues back then which took too long to get somewhere far away and inefficient. In ancient times, people walked to perform their daily tasks and used animals as their means of transportation to lift goods. Next, feel unsafe and uncomfortable if carrying heavy or valuable load. If carrying a heavy or valuable load, there may be robbery and theft. Also, cause loss of life. There are three types of the problems faced currently, which are the increase in population has led to an increase in the number of vehicles on the road. Also, it involves dangerous road structures such as lack of clear road dividers, broken roads and traffic congestion. Next, environmental quality problems are increasingly challenged with the increase in population and transportation in the city. Furthermore, physical and non-physical hazards such as noise, traffic congestion have created additional stress on city dwellers. In addition, unsatisfactory quality of public transport services such as inconsistent travel schedules, too many passengers causing congestion in buses and monorails, and no air conditioner facilities. There are three types of solution methods to overcome those problems, which are the construction of a highway network between the city and the suburbs. The government needs to widen roads and diversify shortcuts to facilitate road users. Next, realizing a green transportation system. The government needs to take this situation seriously as over 90% of the road transport is based on the use of oil such as petrol and natural gas, and land transport is one of the biggest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. The example of transportation system are electric bicycles, electric cars and walking. In addition, by improving the quality of public transport services, the government should study the quality of public transport carefully, such as flexible travel schedules, complete public facilities and comfortable seating. For example, in Sepang, there are various public transport available to the public as the main transportation option and complete public facilities such as public toilets.
My name is Muhammad Afiq bin Yahya. I am going to talk about the impacts of transportation in Sepang. So the first one is with the build of KLIA and has been open since June 27, 1998. It enhanced the potential for civil aviation and facilitating more aircraft. And as we can see, it connects the tourists from all over the world to travel and explore Malaysia. It eventually created a new economic opportunities in the sector of transportation, which buses, taxis and KLIA express services are needed for tourist flexibility. Secondly, it has transformed Sepang from one of the poorest districts in the state of Selangor. The ERL, which is built to connect Kuala Lumpur to KLIA along with 57 kilometers of railroad to Sepang district, have developed commercial growth of the area. So with a lot of stations, it enabled the local to open their new businesses as well as other commercial activities. Other impacts of transportation is new and upgraded roads in Sepang. As we can see in Sepang, there is a lot of free toll modern roads and highway which previously it is not fully tarred and resulting to muddy road. So now it is more convenient for transportation. The fourth impact is the property value are increased rapidly. For example, the price of land used to be between 45 cents and 70 cents per square foot and has been increased between RM35 and RM100 per square foot in 2015. Residents who bought their property for 350,000 ringgit Malaysia per unit in the mid of 2000 found out that their property's value are increased and reached up to 800,000 ringgit Malaysia, even though the area is about 40 minutes of driving to city centre Kuala Lumpur. Lastly, it opened a job opportunity. As we can see, the increase of business in Sepang opened the resident a new job. As for example, the Mitsui Outlet Park KLIA, situated in KLIA Aeropolis, is the largest shopping centre in Southeast Asia that provided more than 1,800 jobs in 2014. So that's all the impact of the transportation in Sepang. Thank you.
In summary, establishment of KLIA in Sepang in 1998 was the main starting point of development and involvement for Sepang transport system. In order to keep the momentum, all parties, especially the government, must take appropriate action to monitor and improving transport system not only in Sepang but also the whole Malaysia. That's all from us. I hope you enjoyed our presentation and have a good day.